going to do a bit of an unusual guard pass. I've been calling it the single hip guard pass because the idea is that I'm going to isolate one of his hips, apply pressure on it, and then pass out in that direction. I sort of developed this on my own. I've never seen it used by anyone before, or at least I've never run into an instance of it. So I don't know if it's unique or not. Probably isn't, because there's nothing new under the sun. But we're going to show it to you anyways, and if someone out there has seen this before and can send us a reference as to an old traditional name for it, we'd be happy to put it up on the website. But for now, we'll just call it Kakure Judo's single hip guard pass. So I'm basically in his guard, closed guard. It can be open as well, but closed guard just makes it a little bit harder for me, so we'll do it from here. What I'm looking to do is to isolate my weight onto one of his hips. So right now I'm fairly equally distributed between both his hips. I'm in the center of the body. And what I'm going to do is just through some moving around, just create a little bit of a turn in my hips and in my body to isolate this one leg out so that I can pin his hip down towards the ground. Now, as I'm doing that, it's really important for me to maintain a strong grip around the head, and you'll see why that's important. So as we're fighting this way, I'm going to be trying to step out, pick one side or the other, and just to essentially turn your hips through a little bit and start to favor one side of his body. As you do that, slide this arm up and make sure you have a nice tight grip around the head, and just incrementally slide yourself out and pin this leg down. As you're doing that, he's probably clasping both his legs together, which is a perfectly good defense for him. Once I get nicely out to the side like this, I want to sit through, pull this arm up, almost into a Kesugatami position, and grab here. And the reason for this arm being held around his neck, the reason why that's important, is that if I don't have that at this point as I sit through, he's got my back. He can just sit straight through and hang up on my back, and then I'm in big trouble. So I've got to maintain a nice strong grip here and sit through until I can pull my own leg, lock in on my own leg here. So from this position, I'm still not past his guard by any means because he's got these legs around me, but now all I have to do, I've got two options. I can either just pull that up and pop it off, or what I actually prefer to do is to hook over top of his ankle, bring his ankle towards his head. Depending on his flexibility, he'll either tap from that or it's going to slide right off his leg. Right? Once it's slid off this leg, I'm going to bring him down, sit through, pass both his legs, and now I'm into a really nice tight Kesugatami, and then we can finish from here. So we'll jump back into that guard and we'll do it again a bit more smoothly. Tight guard, I can try to favor one side or the other with my hips. So I move slightly out, take a hold here. I'm working outside, outside, outside. Now I can finally sit through, peel that off, squash that down. Kesugatami. So that's our single hip guard pass.